This presentation is about the work done by the VA's volunteer advisor from KESO in the computerization of the LGUs. The most important task for us is to help the LGUs with the project management and the production of the ISSP, Information System Strategic Plan. First, let me introduce you to the origin of the ISSP plan.
And certainly the new VAs will benefit from what you've learned and we've learned and what we can put together for them, a little bit more material to work with, right?
The lead volunteer advisor, Gus Ribeiro, was introduced to ISSP when he was working as the Canadian ICT specialist in CIDA bilateral project LGSP2, Local Government Support Program, which focused on some 200 plus LGUs in Mindanao and Visayas some 10 years ago. This was the same template that NGAs, National Government Agency, were given by NCC to use. Our assessment was that it did not meet the needs of LGUs. A revised version was developed by the Canadians for our bilateral project. Since then, there have been additional revisions by VA GUS and KESO for use on this partnership program. All organizations operate in a hierarchy. In LGUs, a simple hierarchy could be 1. The executives, mayor and council, 2. departmental managers, and 3. the staff. For IS to be sustainable, we need all 3 levels to work together. We can use strategic planning to make it happen. We try to work with the managers as the key stakeholders because they control the operations. They, in turn, will request budget approval from the executive and provide the decision support solutions to them. They manage their technical staff and have an interest in getting more efficient and effective results from automation. Every department has a stake in automation. It is up to the managers to decide on the priority of implementation based on a budget that is allocated from the executives. The key question to the executives is what is their commitment to automation in terms of resources in manpower and budget. A good model to use is the ICT matrix, which classifies LGU's levels of automation from A to E based on 4 criteria: funds, structure and personnel, desired uses, LCE support. We have found that most LGUs fall in the B model and want to move to model D. KESO VAs work with LGUs to create the ISSP on a strategic planning basis. The VA obtains a commitment from the executive group for a sustainable annual budget for ICT. We normally suggest at least 1% of the LGU's annual budget to be allocated. The VA then works with the managers to obtain a baseline. They undertake a SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threat, and prioritize departmental requirements over a 5-year cycle. There is more to say about the work done by the VA in the LGUs. After ISSP, they validate whether systems such as EBPLS, ERPTS were installed properly and understood by all different users. The VA also began to develop training videos to give more autonomy to the municipalities. When this partnership program ends, we need to find volunteers from the LGUs to undertake this work in lieu of VAs. Because of the LGU hierarchy, we will need to find volunteers at the management level to train so that they can deal with the executives and their peers from an implementation perspective. KESO can and has provided technical assistance for e-governance directly to technical staff at the LGUs. However, the objective of our partnership program is to create a sustainable program that will continue after our participation. To that end, egov4MD, whose members are participating LGUs, is the CSO, Civil Society Organization. CSO hopes to get volunteers who can benefit from train-the-trainers assistance from VAs to carry on after 2014. How to participate? Those interested in getting their LGUs included can talk to LMP, egov4MD, Matt or Vener for more information. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thanks for listening. In conclusion, we can say that since 2007, the Canadian VAs became real karaoke fan.
I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling, nothing plain, wishing we're in by to end this misery. And I wonder if you do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wonder.
Bye, 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 bye.